I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, sorry for the interrupt. So okay, so now we will continue. Okay, so basically the next question is that what is a bug? Okay, or the actually some people newly joined. So just I will recap the question. So the most important 25 question for the fresher. If you are the fresher, then this question will be useful for you. So if you are the going for the any kind of the interview, then you can prepare this question, and most probably the 70 to 80% this is the chances for the interview, might be interview will ask you this question. So what is the software testing? What is the difference between QA and QC? Then what is the SDLC and STLC? Then type of the testing. Then what is the test cases? Okay. So basically the test cases is the document, a document with the step to the test a functionality. So basically whenever any kind of the bug or any kind of the cases assign you, then you will write a cases. Okay. So basically the cases involve the step, it is basically the functionality of the software product or any kind of the software. Okay, then what is the bug or defect? So this is the one important question might be asked during the interview. What is the bug? So basically the bug that we call as the basically the defect or defect. Okay, so the mismatch between the expected and the actual result. Okay, so basically the this is the clear definition about that bug or defect. So the mismatch, basically if suppose we are planning for the any kind of the things, and basically we will plan that like this is the expected and this is the actual. Okay, so that time the difference between or the mismatch between the expected and actual result. Okay, so that is the called as a bug or defect. Okay, then also we can the one important term as the error. Okay, so basically error basically is a different thing. So error basically whatever the application will be reproduce any kind of the stuck, that will call as the error. Okay, so basically error like the, for example, if you are the testing for the login, that time if suppose incorrect username, so this is the one kind of the error, login error. Then if you are the fetching the backend error, so the this is the one kind of the database error. So different type of error software. So you need to understand the difference between the bug or defect, or and in between the error. Okay, then next one is the seven, is a severity or says priority. Okay, the basically the important severity impact of the bug. So basically the whenever any kind of the bug, what how it is important, basically impact based on the impact, we will understand, we will check the severity and priority. So basically priority is a emergency or emergency to fix. Okay, so whenever you will working on the any kind of the task or any kind of the jira item, so then there is a priority will be set. Okay, so the most topmost priority will be set by the like a different kind of the indication, like the high priority, low priority, or the medium priority. Okay, so this is a different type of priority will be set whenever you assign any kind of the task. Okay, then next one is what is the regression testing. So the regression testing is a testing to the ensure the existing functionality work after the changes means, suppose I will also give the example in a previous slide. So for example, there is a mobile application. In that mobile application, suppose the new requirement is that add the additional functionality. So for example, the mobile application is useful for the verification. So in that basically verify using basically user identity. So basically this is a new functionality. So whenever you will performing, or whenever you will working on the testing of the new functionality, so it is important that the new functionality is working also important, but along with that whatever the existing functionality, it will be also work correctively. Okay, so this is the call as a regression testing. Okay, so the next one is the what is the smoke and sanity testing. So the important is that the smoke testing is the basic test, and sanity is a quick retest of the fixed issue. Okay, so smoke testing basically the basic test cases, or sanity is the basically whenever we will going for the production. or the software will be, or any kind of the product will be deployed into the production system. So before that the sanity will be test. Okay, so sanity, that means ki basically quick test, so some of the issue fix. Okay, so if suppose any kind of the bug will there, so we need to perform the sanity testing on that. Then what is the black box testing? So the black box testing is a without the looking of the internal code or structure. So testing, basically the testing is a without looking at the internal code structure. Okay, so that is called as a black box testing. And the next question is the bug life cycle. Okay, so what is the bug life cycle? So basically the bug, basically it is a initially is a new state. After that it will be assigned to the QA. Then it will be in a open state. Whenever you will start the work on it, will be started in a open cycle. Then whenever you fix, then we will change into the fix. Then after that it will reset, and then it will be closed or rejected. Okay, so this is the life cycle of the bug. Okay, then tool is for the QA. Okay, so this is the important question. So what are the different type of QA use? Okay, QA tool useful. So the Jira, Selenium, then Postman, then test ng. This is the important then gen king. Okay, so this is the important tool for the useful for the QA. Okay, then the 30 number question is that difference between the manual and automation testing. So the manual testing, basically it will be involved for the human testing, and automation basically script based testing. Okay, so basically most of the company using for the Selenium, in that basically there is a script. Okay, so script will be set down, and after that we need to test the cases. Okay, then 14 question, what is a assertion in a testing? So to the compare the expected versus the actual outcome in a automation. Okay, so that is called as a assertion in a testing. Okay, then what is the exploratory in a testing? So basically it is a understand the testing based on the tester uh, instance. Okay, so basically it is the called as the exploratory in a testing. Okay, then 16 question, what is the test plan and test strategy? So the we can say that the test plan, so basically detail testing scope and approach, that we call as a test plan. And the strategy, basically the overall the testing guideline, it is called as a testing guideline, or we can say as a test strategy. Okay, then important next one is the UAT. So the it is a UAT, basically UAT stage is before the production, or in a company, many company working on the three platform. Like for example, for the development, it will be done in a development stage. After that it will be go for the UAT. After that it will go for the final product release, or we can say as a production. Okay, so the UAT is a basically user acceptance testing. Okay, acceptance testing done by the client or end user. Okay, so basically UAT done by the client or the end user, or some company, some representation will be done using the UAT testing. Okay, the integration testing. So 18 question is the integration. So basically testing how the model interact with the each other. So it is the called as a integration testing. Okay, then what is the API testing? So basically most of the company using the API testing. Okay, so API is the application basically is a uh, application process interface. So basically this is a involved for the like the Postman or the REST assure. Okay, so basically this is the important for the as a QA. Then next one is what is the agile testing. Okay, so now the many company will be adopting the agile methodology. So it is the part of the agile testing. Okay, so QA is a agile methodology like the sprint stories. Okay, so the whatever the task that will be assigned, so it will be going for the agile method. Okay, then what is a defect triage? Okay, so basically defect triage prioritizing the defect based on the severity and impact. So this is the called as the defect triage. Then difference between the load and stress testing. So basically load, it will be involved for the user handling test. Then stress is the breakpoint test. Okay, Then 23rd question, what is the test environment? So basically the test environment is the setup or environment where the executing the test cases. Okay, so for example, as previously I will explain you. So for example, dev or uat or production, where we will performing the testing, so it will be called as a test environment. Okay, then what is the localization or globalization testing? So basically it is a testing for the local language support or international usability. Okay, then 15 question, explain the boundary value of the testing. Explain the boundary value testing. So basically it is important for the testing edge cases like the mean, max, just below or above. Okay, so this is some important question, and I will also share you the other the important question with you. So the tip for the resume writing. So if you are the writing, if you are the going for the apply for the any kind of the company opening, so what is the important for the in your resume, that will be, if suppose you will apply, then your resume will be selected, and if your resume will be selected, then you will get the call. So then basically we will call as a first impression. So basically your resume, before going for the company interview, so your interviewer check or any the team from the recruitment process, so they will check your resume. So if they are looking for the qa or the software tester, so basically some important the section that will be basically important for you for your resume. Okay, so basically in that summary qa. Okay, so some kind of the, if you have the some kind of the practical training, so you can mention that detail in your resume. Education, so if you have the done any kind of the additional education in a qa or the software testing related, then you can mention the detail in a education skill. Technical skill, so basically if you are the looking for the qa, then you can add the technical skill, like the, for example, whatever the I will explain in a previously. So like the knowledge of the testing or knowledge of the any kind of the testing tool, you can mention in a testing skill. Okay, under the testing skill. Then project training for the manual testing, bug reporting, test cases writing, so you can write the these things like this, basically important. Then certification, so if you have the done any kind of the certification in a qa, or if you have the done any kind of the online the certification or the offline certification, or if you have the done any kind of the class certification, then also it is important to mention that detail in your resume. Okay, so why it is important? So basically if suppose a company required for the qa, so they have shared their jd. Okay, so if you receive the jd, and along with jd you can check what the exactly company required, and whatever you have mentioned in your resume. If suppose both are the align same, then you can send your resume. If there is some different, or if you have the some less skill about that, then you can upgrade your skill. You can write those point in your resume. So because of there is a 80 to 90% the selection chances based on your resume. Okay, so you can update your resume accordingly. Okay, then the next tips. Okay, so the basically the important tips for the fresher who basically applying for the test role or the software developer. Okay, so sorry, software tester. Okay, so the keep the one page for the fresher. So basically the my suggestion is that if you're the fresher, then you can avoid the multiple pages, or you can just one page for your resume. So it will be mention all your education detail, skill, your project, or your education background, all the detail you can mention in a one page, not more than the one page. But if you have the done any kind of the additional certification, if you have done any kind of the project, or if you done any kind of the assignment, then you can mention around the two page, but not more than that. Because of as a fresher, if you have the not knowledge on the project, then you can avoid the two pages, or more than the one pages. Okay, then you can mention the keyword like the manual testing in your resume, sd uh, stlc, then brizilla, then jira, selenium. Okay, so you, if so, for example, if you're not aware about the this the tool. Okay, then you can go to the Google, you can just search the different type of this the software testing tool. Then you will get the more about more detail, so you can just understand basic understanding about this tool. Or then if you understand, then you can write the those things in your resume. Okay, then highlight the project experience with the tool and step. Okay, so in a previous point I will clear one thing. So basically if you are the write these things in your project. Okay, so if you have the done any project in your academic, means your college level, so if you have the not done the testing using the like this Selenium or the Jira, then you can don't mention that detail. But in a tools and tools and skill, you can mention this skill, and you can hyphen, you can type like the basic understanding about the tool. So that means ki you have the basic knowledge of the tool, and if you have the basic knowledge, then might be the question will be from the this tool. Okay, then highlight the project experience, then tool and step, then avoid the grammar error. Okay, so you can avoid the grammar error. So this is the important tip for the fresher. Okay, then the next, the 10 current QA job opening in India with the contact details. So I have prepared one document. So I will share you the whoever the join in a session. So you can mention your name in a basically chat box. So I will share you the document with you, and you can apply the basically for the using that email ID. Okay, okay, you can get training. So this is the fresher job. You can visit the official website in a TCS. Though basically I will share you the detail. And if you are interested to apply, so you can directly apply using the this email ID. Okay, so what you can do. So in your basically open basically you can open your the email. So if you are the planning for the sending the email, so you can type the this email ID in a two form. After that, in a subject line, you can mention the QA training application for the QA trainee. So you can mention this thing, and mail body you can mention your skill, and you can attach your resume. It will be related to the QA. Okay, so this is the email ID. You can apply using the this email ID. Okay, then second one is the Infosys. So there is an opening for the QA associate. So you can apply for the like you can apply like the application for the QA associate, and then you can the same thing you can mention mail body. You can the detail about your skill. You can attach your resume, and you can send the mail on the fresher@infosys.com. Okay, then next one is the Capgemini. So this they are hiring for the QA analyst, and you can apply through the careers.capgemini.com. So you can visit the this link. Okay, once you link, you can click on the link. Then you will go to the career page, and there is the opening for the QA analyst. Then you can apply for there. Okay, then the next one is a Vista. So basically QA fresher. So the mail ID is that this one. So you can apply using the this email ID. Okay. Then Hexaware also hiring for the graduate engineer trainee. The position is the QA. So whatever the I mentioned. So you can apply like the application for the graduate engineer trainee. Then you can mention the QA, and after that in a body you can mention the basically your updated resume you can attach. Okay, then Accenture also hiring for the basically for the software QA associate. You can check the detail. This is the email official email ID, and we were the join in a call. So I will share you the all the detail. Cognizant also hiring for the QA executive, and the email ID is that campus recruitment @cognizant.com. Then Zensar is also hiring for the QA tester. So you can also apply using the careers testentra.com. Okay, then Tech Mahindra. So Tech Mahindra also hiring for the software test training. So you can also apply using the campus.connect@techmahindra.com. So for that I will also recommend it that you can also follow the LinkedIn official page for the this all of the company, and you can regularly check the detail. You can apply using the this is the email ID. Also you can check the directly company's official website. You can go to the career page and you can apply from the directly from the career page. Okay, so this is a thing that we have done in this page. So I hope you all of you understood the session. So the last few 5 minutes. Okay, so also I will request you, if you are the interested, then I'm also running the basically the IT community, IT job community. This is a one kind of the YouTube. I will also share the different opening in a YouTube channel. So you can also visit my YouTube channel, go to the community tab, and you can check the latest opening for the QA or any kind of the IT related fields. Also, you can join my the basically WhatsApp group. So the detail I will share you the along with this video. So you can also go through that and you can check the you can also join my WhatsApp community, and here I will posted daily IT related, non IT related job post. Okay, so then so is there any kind of the reference? Okay, so basically we have the direct reference opening also. So for that you can join my the WhatsApp community, then I will share you the detail. Okay, so this is the thing. So the thank you friends for the joining the session. So I'm open to for the question. If you have any kind of the question you can ask. Okay, so we will wait for the 5 minutes and then we will ending the session. So I'm uh, ready for the your question. Okay, so if you have any kind of the question you can ask.